Father of the fatherless. He's the father of the fatherless. He's the husband of a widow. The Bible calls him the father in whom the families in heaven and on earth they bow to. I love the way he fathered me. He gave me life. He forgave my past. He's a wonderful father. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Funke Adetuberu. This is Straight Talk.
Certain best-selling books by Reverend Funke Adetuberu are guaranteed to change your life. The Price of the Perfume, One Woman Gang, and lots more. Copies are available. Place your order now. Call 0802 324 2389 or 0805 506 9311. Also, remind yourself of what God says about you day in, day out with inspiring audio messages by Reverend Funke Adetuberu. Place your orders now on 0802 324 2389 or 0805 506 9311.
The Lord is good and his mercies endureth forever. I've said so much about the type of fathers that are inadequate, unhealthy dad, fathers that brings pain and sorrow to the lives of the children. Every father is his child hero. The moment something is wrong with the hero, it becomes an issue that is perpetually tormenting to the life of a child. And I'm not too comfortable having to see my generation struggling with emotional baggage, and that's why this program is so important, especially this topic. This is the bedrock, is the foundation of every challenges, is the foundation of everything you see on the street, is the foundation of the things that is going on in your mind, in your head, is the foundation of drug, is the foundation of occultism, is the foundation of wrong sexuality, is the foundation of anger, is the foundation of pride, is the foundation of anything you can think of that you are battling with. Every child stems from home. We came from home where we handed over our destinies to our children, to our families, and we don't know what happened or what they did with it. Now we have looked at 4 different fathers, and we have seen the effects in the life of the children. Now we're going to just break it down to look at the father's wound symptoms in female. Don't forget, I'm taking this message and teaching out of one of my books, Love Not to Fathers. Fathers, hear me. Your children are just saying this to you. Your wife is saying the same thing, that please make the best out of me. They are a love that is written to you from their heart. Father's wound symptoms in a female. Let me say this. When we have all these wrong fathers, we have a shadow dad, we have a missing in action dad, we have a traditional dad, we have a brandy buster dad. What happens is that they inflict wound, emotional wound, mental wound, psychological wound into the soul of the child, of their children. And we have the effect on a male child and on a female child. So we're going to break it down and to make you know that the type of father you are, or the father that fathers you, has an effect on you as a male child and on a female child. We're going to look at number 1, symptoms of father wound symptoms in a female. Number 1, those girls, they are clingy and over dependent on others. I've said it before, but I'm just breaking it down. They get into a relationship that they are just there. They are overprotective. Have you seen women that their husband cannot greet anybody on the street? I've seen men that their wives dares not to say hi to another man. Such are the symptoms of father's wound in a female. They are over dependent on others. They don't believe in themselves. They don't value themselves. If they wear a clothes and their friend said, this cloth is not good, they don't feel good about themselves. They have seen the mirror, They know the mirror has told them they're beautiful, but they're still looking for validation from somebody else because their father figure, who is their hero, was never there for them. That is number one symptoms of a wound of a father in a female's life. Then we're going to look at the second one. They are driven and codependent. They have this drive. They are just driving. They are drivers. They want to make it. They want to let it happen. You see them all over. You see them in churches. You see them in businesses. You see them as professionals. You see them as career people. I met a lady recently that she had. Well, you know that she was wrongly fathered. You know, she has done well in her career. She was driven to the peak of her career. Now, let me tell you her story. Her father was a very, very comfortable man in a very, very comfortable business, and the father never showed mercy to her and her siblings, and even the mom. The money the man had was enough to send her to school. The man said, I cannot put my money and train a female child. They're going to change my name. Unfortunately or fortunately for the woman, the mother had all girls. So it was like, girls are nothing to be written home about. Girls are just, marriage material or something. That was the statement of the dad. So the dad was so comfortable, but he never sent those girls to school. So the girls had to struggle to make it happen. So as soon as the girl became one of the girls, the elderly one, became very, very comfortable, oh my days, she started working to make herself comfortable. She got to the peak of her career. But one thing is that she will always relate with men that are abusive, men that she will buy cars for. She became a gigolo, dating younger ones because she wants to, just invest in them, make them happy. Why? Because she was driven by the fact that her father, probably the father must have been a shadow dad, or a missing in action dad, or a traditional dad, or probably, I'm sure, is a traditional dad or a critical dad who never believed in her daughters. But the daughter had to prove to the father that I can even feed another man. And that was how she led her life until she got to me, and she was about 49 when she got to me. Never married. She was all in an abusive relationship.
Experience God's power. Encounter powerful miracles. Witness shocking testimonies. Meet with God at the Miracle Pool with Prophet Funke Adetuberu. The Miracle Pool, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Wednesday, and God of Elijah, third Friday of every month, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. at Faith Chapel International Church, Lebanon Club Road, Iyagoku, Aleshinloye Junction, Ibadan. Meet God on the wings of miracles, prophecy, healing, deliverance, and miraculous encounter. The Miracle Pool. It's your season of change.
Welcome back. Another symptoms of a wound of a father in the life of a female child is that they overfunction in a relationship. Like I said, they overfunction. They are the husband. They are the father. They are the mother. They are the one that will tell the man, buy this shirt. They buy the shirt for the man. They buy him a car. They take care of him. They feed him. They clothe him. And such relationship, the man will still beat them up and tell them, what are you doing? Go to blazes. That is the root. If you are a lady and you are listening to me, the reason why you are over-dependent or over-function in that relationship is because you never had a dad that validates you. You have a shadow dad, or you have a missing in action dad, or maybe it's a boundary buster dad. Maybe you were molested when you were growing, or you have a traditional dad. Any of these fathers will make you to over-function in any relationship. The Bible says marriage is honorable, bed undefiled. At least the man must have bed. You pay for your dowry, you pay for the wedding, you pay for introduction, you bought the wedding gown, you bought the food in the house. So what is that? You just picked a man and you made him your wife. You are not supposed to do that. The reason why you are pushed to that is because your father has wounded your soul. So you overfunction in relationship. Now, another symptoms that happens when your father has wounded you is that you are known to seek approval and attention of the opposite sex. You're always dressed to kill. You wear skimpy clothes. You're naked, half naked. You want to buy the hair that you cannot afford. You want to get a cream that you cannot afford. Listen to me. When you drive out in the evening, starting from 9, 10, 11, you see ladies on the streets. They step from these homes. I know parents are hearing me now. Your daughter is as good as a prostitute in your house. This is the root. We are getting to trace it. We want to know why. I'm sure some of you are wondering, why? This is the answer. Why? This is the answer. How is what I'm going to be talking about. We're still going to talk about how. But let me say this. Until that person is ready, nothing happens. You can also force a horse to go to the stream, but there's no way you force it to drink water. Until somebody is ready, you can't help the person. So don't keep shouting and screaming. If he's not ready to change, rather if he or she is not ready to change, nothing can happen. You just be wasting your time, wasting your efforts, and you'll be going back and front. Maybe you're in a relationship like that. You know what is going to happen to you? It's going to tie you down. I told one lady, I said, come, this man is not going to change. You're just wasting your time. I like him. He asked of me. Your parents were not there for you. If your dad had told you are the most wonderful girl in the whole world, you're beautiful, no other person will tell you that it will make sense to you. So the reason why you are in this relationship and you are seeking approval, you are just there, you want to die in that relationship, is because your father has wounded you. It's the symptoms of the wound that is inflicted in your soul. Another symptoms of the father's wound in a female child is that they are prone to be uncomfortable with the emotions of the opposite sex. They are prone to be uncomfortable with the emotions of the opposite sex. How do I mean? When another person does something that is, maybe it's trying to tell you that I'm not too comfortable with this, you are going to get angry. Why would you say that? Hey, you don't like me. You start shouting, you start reacting. That is a sign. They are not comfortable with other people's, or the opposite, the emotions of other people. Emotions is the ability to express how you feel about a particular situation, but they would never be comfortable. They don't like confrontation, they don't like correction, so they are Mrs. Right all the time. Another symptoms of a child that is wounded by his father, especially a female child, is that they always feel abandoned by their partners. They cannot afford to be abandoned. They are not secured in a relationship. That's a little bit crazy. Now, another symptoms is that they have a high maintenance culture. They are always demanding. Give me. You are not loving me. You don't like me. You didn't ping me. You didn't call me. They always want to be at the receiving end. They seek attention. They have problems with attention. They want to be at the face of everybody. I've seen ladies like that. They want to be at your face. And sometimes a man needs a break. Let me say something here. Sometimes a man needs to shut down. That's the way they are wired. For the fact that a man has withdrawn and is not communicating with you does not mean that he's fighting you. He just wanted a break. That's the way men are wired. They need their space. Please, when a man is like that, understand that. Don't feel that you have to keep asking, why? What have I done? What did I do? It's because you didn't have worth. You don't have a value. Your father has actually wounded your soul.
Certain best-selling books by Reverend Funke Adetuberu are guaranteed to change your life. The Price of the Perfume, One Woman Gang, and lots more. Copies are available. Place your order now. Call 0802 324 2389 or 0805 506 9311. Also, remind yourself of what God says about you day in, day out with inspiring audio messages by Reverend Funke Adetuberu. Place your orders now on 0802 324 2389 or 0805 506 9311.
experience God's power. Encounter powerful miracles. Witness shocking testimonies. Meet with God at the Miracle Pool with Prophet Funke Adetuberu. The Miracle Pool, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Wednesday, and God of Elijah, third Friday of every month, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. at Faith Chapel International Church, Lebanon Club Road, Yagoku, Aleshinloye Junction, Ibadan. Meet God on the wings of miracles, prophecy, healing, deliverance, and miraculous encounter. The Miracle Pool. It's your season of change.
Another symptoms of a child that has a father's wound is that they are highly manipulative. If you see a female child that his father has wounded his soul, that is not healthy emotionally, they are very, very manipulative. They are in control. And manipulation is like a witchcraft. You want to be in control, you want to be in charge. You can't always be in control. When you have been wounded by your dad and the wound is inflicted in your soul, definitely you are going to be very, very manipulative. And that is a symptoms. Another symptoms of a child that is wounded by their father, especially a girl, is that they are involved in several relationships. They go in and out of relationship. They will date this and date Jack and date James and date John. They keep going in and out of relationship, and they actually in a relationship that is very, very addictive. You know, they get into smoking, drinking, hard drugs, etc. They do a lot of things that fill in the vacuum that their father has left in their soul. And that's why it's so important to understand these symptoms. So when I see a lady that drinks, smokes, maybe had premature, early pregnancy or having to abort, I don't murder them. The question is, show me your father. I will tell you who you are as a lady. Let me see what your dad has done to you. I know where you're coming from. And that is the way it was. Another symptoms of a father's wound in the life of a girl, I've said a lot, is that they are entangled in unscrutinized relationships. Get into serious kind of ambition. They get into unscrutinized ambition. They venture into, maybe they can even send them to go and sell drugs, and they are ambitious because they know money will come out from there. Recently I saw a video and it broke my heart. Some ladies went to another part of the world. They went to Dubai and they were prostitutes, and another woman like them made them to swear an oath that you are going to make money, you are going to use your body for me. It was raw and real, and I was so scared. I said, wow. Another thing that was so manipulative, you could see that the head of those prostitutes is also having a father's wound, because it actually told them that, hey, you get a child. He said, I get a child, don't worry, when you do this job, when you do this business, you will send your child abroad, you will make money for your child. I was in tears. The mother in me was weeping. Why? Because what is happening is that girl that ventured into prostitution was actually not well nurtured by by her father, messed up by her father, not well nurtured by her father. And because she was not well nurtured by her father, what happened at the end of the day is that she goes into some serious ventures that are very risky. She was not even bothered whether they're going to make her, use her for rituals. She wasn't bothered whether they're going to kill her. She doesn't bother whether she was going to have a disease that is incurable. She doesn't even bother, but she just goes into such a risk that is not healthy. That's one of the symptoms that goes in with a child that has a wound of a father on the inside of her. When you look at such ladies too, they have a history of getting attached, or they underfunction or overfunction, or have a domineering partners. You see, they have relationship challenges. When you see them at 30, 45, 25, 28, even at 22, they've had about 12, 15 relationships. They've gone in and out, and they have been involved sexually. Then something is wrong with them. It's a sign that their daddy is not there. Fathers, you can see the impact, the effect of this trauma in the life of the ladies your children, your daughter, which is supposed to nurture you. You know, people prefer female children than male children. You know why? A male child will go and marry another person. It will take the grace of God for that person to marry a woman that will love you and love you in your old age. Most of the time, a female child used to love their daddy, treat him very well, take care of him. But where you have no, if you don't lay your bed well, you can never sleep on it. Please do something about your child. Don't wound their soul. Don't be a shadow dad. Don't be a boundary buster dad. Don't be a missing in action dad. Don't be a traditional father. Be a good father, like the father of the fatherless. That was why Jesus could perform so much and do well in his ministry. Why? Because his dad was there to validate him. Let's look more into the attitude and the attributes or the symptoms of the father's wound in the life of a female child. They are hypermasculine. They're like a man. They act macho because there's no the female figure in their lives did not stem them down, did not calm them down. So they act like a man. Have you seen ladies that say, no, you're a lady, act like a lady? They're gritty. They want to just do everything. They want to act as if life is good for them, but it's not true. It's all a facade. It's a cover-up. It's a makeover. When you see such girls, you see them smoke, you see them drink, you see them, go everywhere, sleeping around. Is a sign that something is wrong with them. They don't act like a lady, they act like a man. Or another symptoms in the life of a female child when he has a wound in the of a father is that they portray themselves as people who doesn't need anyone's help. Have you noticed ladies like that? I don't need anybody. I'm fine by myself. I'm all good. I'm a big girl. I'm just good. It's a lie. It's all a lie. It's just a makeover. It's a facade. It's a symptoms that God is exposing us to, so that whatever happens, you know that this is why you are doing this. Then you don't forget, we're not leaving you in abstract. I'm not dropping it on your shoulders to have that I'm not dropping it in your life to have that information and just say, okay, that's my nature, is happening. No, you have to work on it. You have to trace it, you have to trace it, you have to replace it, and of course you have to erase it. You must get your life together. The potter has the power to put your life together again. I want to say thank you for listening to me. I know I've said you to think, and that's the concept, that's the idea of this program, so that you can think. And if you have any question, you're worried, you're puzzled about the things I've said, and you're not really too sure of the things that I've said, probably is mixed up. You have a mixed up of this, the wound that the father has inflicted in you. You can send me a text. I promise I'm going to get back to you, or send me an email. It's a promise. I want to pray with you. Peradventure, you just know that you're tired, you are fed up, you have aborted, the doctors have told you you can never be pregnant, you are even with a venereal disease as I'm talking to you. God wants to put your life together. The potter has the power to put your life together again. Father, in the name of Jesus, I pray for that lady that is listening to me. You are a rewriter of history. Please rewrite her story. Give her a new song. Deliver her from depression and oppression in the name of Jesus. Thank you, precious Lord. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Thank you so much for allowing me your life. I'm really grateful. I'll see you next time.